Now, here's a project that's truly worth considering. In my opinion, this is one of the best projects I've seen here in Bang Tao. It's in a fantastic location near the beach, just an 8 to 10 minute walk along a beautiful shady avenue. And here you'll find studios and one-bedroom apartments, which I'll show you now. You'll be surprised by the price and amazed by the quality of the workmanship. This project consists of 4 buildings, divided into 2 phases, plus there will also be a hotel building here. The hotel is needed here to obtain a hotel license so that all these apartments can be rented out on a daily basis. In this review, I'll tell you about the developer company, we'll take a look at the showrooms with finished interiors and furniture, and we'll definitely fly a drone together right along the shady alley all the way to the beach. So let's watch and let's go straight to the showroom because there's a lot to see there. Here we have a studio apartment with an area of 30 square meters. In fact, apartments of this size are more often made as one-bedrooms here. What I really liked here and what is pleasing to the eye is the finishing, which is both very simple and attractive at the same time. This wall with the decor, it's rare that all of this isn't just shown in the showroom, but actually comes as part of the standard package. And all the furniture you see here will also be included in the standard package, including the kitchen. The only thing is, it doesn't come with a washing machine. In this studio, there is a fully equipped, cooktop sink. Of course, everything will be there. There will also be a refrigerator, and it will be a large one. Here they've shown it in a hotel-style version. There will be a full-sized refrigerator here, which the developer is also giving as a gift, along with the entire smart home system that's included. And I really like the bathroom as well. You can see this interesting green tile here. The tiling isn't finished yet because this showroom has just been built. Let me tell you the price right away. A studio like this will cost $100,000. And note that for the same area, for example, in the neighboring project titled Legendary or titled Mediva, the same area, but divided into a tiny one-bedroom unit, will already cost $170,000. So the price per square meter is more than 1.5 times higher. Moreover, I actually like the finishing here more, as well as the layout. The corridor is quite wide, the storage area is spacious, the kitchen is compact yet functional. Take a look at the space, please. There's the bed, plus an ottoman, and even a table fits in here. So the space is really good. It's not a long, narrow space, but rather a nice, roomy studio with a floor-to-ceiling window and a good window system. Nothing was skimped on here. And here is a full-fledged one-bedroom apartment, and it's as large as 45 square meters. I'll tell you the price right away, $160,000 for 45 square meters. And all of this comes fully finished and furnished. Let's compare it to title again. Well, I can do that. I'm a broker. It's the sales department that avoids comparisons with other developers. At title, a one-bedroom apartment will be 30 square meters and cost even more, $170,000. There, when you walk into the showroom, there's a tiny sofa and your feet immediately hit the TV. And in the bedroom, a bed of this imperial size definitely wouldn't fit. Personally, I've never even slept on an imperial-sized bed in my life. It's about 3 meters wide with full walkways and nightstands on both sides. The window starts right from the baseboard and we have a sliding system. Next, we go through a walk-in closet. Storage areas are on the left and right. There's a large distance between them, a sliding door, and a spacious bathroom. Moreover, from here you can exit the bathroom directly into the living room, into the kitchen living area. So this serves both as a guest restroom and as a full bathroom for the master bedroom. It's a really cool layout. Honestly, I'll say it again, for its price, I like this project more than all the others I've seen. In other words, the price to quality ratio combined with the location makes this, in my opinion, the best choice. So it's no surprise that 70% of the first phase, meaning these 2 buildings, has already been sold. For the most part, the remaining units are in the second phase. Well, the only difference is the completion date, and even then, it's not by much, about half a year. So I think there's really no significant difference when choosing between them. How does the process work? You can buy it as freehold if you wish, meaning you get full ownership. The land is owned by the developer, but most buyers here, 80%, choose leasehold for several reasons. First of all, it's cheaper. You don't need to pay extra for registering as freehold. The difference is about 10%. Secondly, you can pay in any way you like. That is, for freehold, you must make an official bank transfer via SWIFT, which accordingly can't be done from Russia. You need to have a foreign bank account if you're a Russian citizen. In addition, if you buy leasehold, not only can you pay in any way you like, even with crypto, but you also don't have to declare this property anywhere. That is, essentially, it's as if you have a long-term lease for 99 years and you are, so to speak, subletting this property. So everything is hidden for you, just the way we like it. Let's get back to hotel management for a moment. There is a management company here and they can fully take over the rental process. But I believe that most people who buy apartments here will avoid working with this local management company for 2 reasons. First, it offers rather low returns. Well, if you really don't want to think about anything at all, yes, you hand it over to them and they only give you 6% returns. And secondly, they will only allow you to live here for 15 days a year, no more. But most people who buy property in Thailand, in Phuket, are those who themselves enjoy vacationing here, spending time, and usually choose real estate partly for themselves so they can use it personally. That's why I would personally recommend that you turn to an independent management company, since there are quite a few of them here and it won't be a problem. This way you can live there yourself as much as you want and rent it out for the rest of the time, and I'm almost certain you'll get a much higher return. By the way, let me know, if you personally are considering buying property in Phuket, do you actually want to live there for part of the year? Or does it not matter to you and you just want to rent it out? I'm curious, what exactly are you looking for? Just passive income so you don't have to think about it? Or is it for yourself and then maybe to earn some extra money later? Please leave a comment. Let's take a look at the road to the sea. You step out of your complex and along a shady avenue with huge tall trees, there's a wide road and broad sidewalks. In just 10 minutes, you walk straight down the road to the sea, and you don't just end up at some wild beach, but at a great beach club which has free access to the public beach. So you kind of feel cultured. It's not just some dusty, scattered umbrellas, sun loungers, and boiled corn. No, it's actually a pretty decent beach, one of the best here in Bang Tao. There's something else I want to add personally. You know, for many years now, I've had one simple rule proven by experience and practice. When I come to a developer's office, I look at their sales office, their models, showrooms, and how they're decorated. If it's done well, then it's very likely that the house will be built well too. But if they didn't even have enough imagination to set up a decent office and create a beautiful showroom, then you really can't expect them to build anything good. And here in this office, I actually feel comfortable. I see great design, I see great models, and I see great showrooms. I've come back here again. You can see how meticulous they are. They've marked every scratch here, and for the second week now, they've been perfecting the showroom. So in other words, they're doing a thorough inspection to make sure everything is fixed. In exactly the same way, they will approach the acceptance and handover of the finished units to you. Well, to be honest, there are still things to nitpick, but apparently they've taken those for further improvement. And honestly, I don't think this shelf will last long on this wall in real life. So, not everything is perfect, let's be honest with each other. So, friends, as I said at the beginning, I think this is the best project in terms of price to quality ratio, considering its location. So if you're interested, write to me and I'll send you full information about the project. But most importantly, I'll offer you a comparison with other projects in the same price range. What else you can get for the same money, especially tailored to your personal goals. What is your budget and what are you buying for? I'll help you figure this out and select the best projects for you. I'll put together a list of projects for you. I'm Daniela Prabuket. Goodbye.